everyone, for my first official YouTube video I decided to show you guys my little corner of my art studio. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Please excuse my nervousness and my rambling. Thank you so much for stopping by. So this is my little corner of the room. This is currently my living room, and I have kind of just taken over this side, or I should say this corner. It is my little baby. I'm so proud of her and what she's become. So let's dive into the details. Alright, so first things first, this is my easel. I've had this easel for probably 6-7 years now. I've only been painting for about 4 years. I used to go to art school and I purchased it for my drawing class, and I've had it ever since. So she is hanging on. I definitely need to get a new one, but she is still working great for me. And this is right here is what I'm currently working on. Hopefully we'll get to see that finished one soon. This is just a study. If I like the way she turns out, then I will replicate her on a bigger canvas. This area is where all the magic happens. This is my palette, my glass palette. I am in love with her. I got her just recently. I've only had her for about a month. I primarily work in oils, so she is best suited for that. I have a coffee cup warmer over here because I am a coffee girl. If I'm not drinking coffee, I love to drink a hot tea while I paint, and this definitely keeps her hot while I do my thing. I can take anywhere from an hour to several hours depending on how focused I get, so having her is a must. This is my water cup. She's looking a little rough, but I mean, with time they eventually do that. I only use her when I am painting with acrylics. So she's pretty much just been sitting there for a little while. Over here I have all my brushes. He was originally a planter, but I am still trying to get my green thumb. So I transported the plant out of there and it's doing amazing right now. So I haven't killed it, but I repurposed him to hold all my brushes, and he fits my aesthetic perfectly. So I just love it so much. And this little dude is just a little frame. The painting inside is not mine, but I do plan to put something in there that is of my work. And if you know, you know about this painting right here. I did this as a study, so unfortunately it is not for sale, but she is my favorite piece. This is probably one of my favorite places in this area. I recently bought this cabinet at Hobby Lobby, which is where I get a lot, or should I say most, of my supplies. As you can tell, I have another small replica here of these little head statues. This is a female, and she's got my smaller brushes and brushes that I don't use as often, so that's her purpose. I have this watercolor portrait that I painted here while we were on vacation, and then this jar that I think is absolutely gorgeous. I just have not found a purpose for it yet, but I will. And we can go through all these drawers here and see what I have. This is where the majority of my supplies are. Up here in the first one, I have pretty much all my markers, acrylic markers, watercolor pencils, you name it, it's pretty much up here. Then in the second drawer, I have drawing supplies. I have my pencils, charcoal, pastels. I have gold flakes, some of these clipper thingies. I don't know what they're called. And I have this rub and buff that I'm going to be using on a project here pretty soon, and I am so excited. I can't wait to show you guys. It's not for art, it's for a renovation that I'm doing here at my home, but my whole house is literally art. That's my work, and it's in progress. So yes, my whole house is a canvas. Speaking of canvases, this is where I keep my small canvases. I like to use these for my studies, or when I have to do something for someone, a commission, or just something small. So those are there. My bigger ones are in here. So that's where I keep my really big ones. And these are just paintings that I started that I haven't fallen in love with, and so I'm trying to give them a break, kind of see if I can repurpose them or repaint them somehow and kind of save them. I'm hoping. So alright, so this one is just got this tape. I actually use it quite a bit for my studies, so keeping her there is pretty handy. And this is where I keep my prints. I am barely working on getting my website set up, so I do have some prints available, and this is where they stay, just to make it easier and make sure that they do not get damaged. And then these are my packing supplies. I have my business cards, my thank you cards, and packing supplies, as you can see. And this is also packing supplies. This is just cardboard that I will place with my prints just to keep it from folding. Just an added piece of security there when I pack my prints. And the beauty of all of it is my oil paints. I have quite a collection, but I am challenging myself right now to use just the primary colors. The 5 primary colors are all right here, and I'm trying to learn how to paint using just that limited palette, because I feel like it will just make me better. And once I kind of master that, I can open up my palette to include more of these colors. So it's just a personal preference. There's nothing wrong with using colors right off the bat, but I really want to get my color theory down, and so I think that's the best way. And in this drawer are my acrylic paints. I believe the second or the last drawer underneath is also acrylic paints. Like I said, I don't use acrylic paints too often. They're just very hard for me to work with personally, and although I love them because they dry fast, I just cannot work them the way I can oils. So I mean, I use them. My daughter also paints, she uses those, so I mean, they're not being wasted or anything like that. And then this one is also acrylics. Some of these are just like full body thick acrylics, and bigger tubs, my big ones of my more used colors. And yeah, so that's this drawer in here, and that's where all my supplies are. I used to have them all up on a one of those boards with all the holes. The name is slipping me right now, but I think it just looks a lot more cleaner like this. Moving along up here, I have this. I made this myself. I'm not kind of made it, but I did make it. And this is just a drying rack for paints, portraits that I'm doing, and my towels, because you need to make sure that your oils are completely dry before you throw them in the trash, because we do not want anything to burst in flames. My like I said, this corner over here just kind of houses my bigger canvases. I'm hoping to kind of find a way to put those in a place where they won't get dirty and it won't look so messy. But for now, that works and I'm happy with it. Over here on this side, I have my mediums, or my additives, whatever you want to call it. I have some of my bigger, fluffier brushes, and some color samples that I use for this mural that I did over here. I have my color wheel that I used, or I made using my primary colors. So I keep that there for reference because I'm barely, like I said, learning how to use strictly primary colors. I got my iPad open for my music because background music is a necessity for me. When I am painting, it helps me become less distracted and able to focus for longer periods of time on my work. These are all works in progress. This one's done. I just have it there, and these are, like I said, works in progress. This is one of those where I don't know if I love it or I hate it. I'm trying to leave it there to see if I can be inspired to do something with it. But yeah, that's that. I have my acrylic paper, and I also have paper palette. Paper palette was what I would use before I used my, or should I say I bought my glass palette. So acrylic paper is mainly what I'm using right now for my studies. For example, the one that's up here. It's just easier as far as storage goes, because a lot of these studies I have reference photos for, so I can't necessarily sell them. So they get displayed for a little bit and then they go into storage. So acrylic paper is a lot easier to store than a canvas. I have this beauty right here. She is amazing and gorgeous, and I just don't know where to put her just yet. But she will have a home soon. But yeah, guys, that is my little art corner. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you would like me to go into detail about anything that you saw today. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.